Hmm. Hello and welcome to this week's In Service to the Heart. And I invite us to just drop right in, feeling the cultivated opening through each one's commitment to this moment, to this yes, to this body, to this human experience, to feel the domain and the dominion of the soul. And so, with the eyes softly closed and feeling yourself landing in your seat, really leaning into your back body and dropping into your base as we arrive in the liminality that we've been courting open well before this moment. We attune and commune with the breath, finding ourselves in this eternal moment and allowing this eternal moment to find you. Breathing into the space in between the words. Breathing into the space in between the thoughts. Breathing in to the space in between it all. Allowing an expansion into awareness and experiencing of the formless, the mystery, the ineffable, the stillness, the silence, the void, the allness, the everything and the no thing. Allowing a deepened engagement with the no thingness. And feeling the unwinding, the untethering, the softening, the loosening of constraints of time and space and the human experience. Allowing a wide circle around your personal space to be cast by the elevated ones and the unseen. This circle of support, this circle of energetic boundary, this circle of discernment and differentiation of your own personal space and letting it be as wide, as big, or as close as it needs for your own sense of self, your own sense of safety and stability and security. This luminous circle cast and held by the elevated ones. And with that stabilizing energetic boundary, feeling, sensing, allowing a deeper dropping in, a deeper engagement with the all that is. And letting go to our fullest capacity into the flow of the infinite and surrendering a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. All patterns, all constraints, all illusions, all limitations, all constructs that hold us in the illusion of separation. Surrendering it all now and allowing movement, a cascade of flow of the absolute. And letting go into that flow of the infinite one without beginning and without end. As we recognize and recognize to this one as the allness itself. And knowing it as the very essence, frequency, and vibration of peace. At this living, resonant, emanating, ever transmitting expression of the Most High that I choose to call Spirit, revealing itself, knowing itself, expressing as the peace that surpasses all human understanding. The ineffable peace. The peace without beginning, without end. The peace without boundaries. This infinite, eternal quantum field of ever expanding peace. Recognizing and recognizing to the truth of the divine, the one, the all, as this unique vibratory essence. Knowing it everywhere, available. And so we evoke it, we welcome it, we call it forth, we engage it from the realm of the infinite into human form by way of each one's life. Knowing it everywhere available, everywhere present. And here now we embody it as the living truth, as my life, and as each one anchored in this prayer field. Beyond time and space, limitless in nature, that the ineffable peace, the infinite peace is available and expressing here as each one's entire being. And so we allow this frequency to harmonize the entire field of each one, to harmonize in essence, in energy, in fluidity, and also in form. So knowing each one with an as this limitless, infinite, eternal peace itself. We know that it's the very nature of the totality of all. So right here, right now, in this remembrance and embodiment of the living frequency of peace, we allow it even more with each breath. We open up to it even more with each breath. We surrender to it even more with each breath. We allow it to harmonize any divisive aspects of being inside of our very own self. Right now. We allow it to dismantle any patterning, any expression, any imprints or implants of enemizing, of othering, of separation of any kind. We allow the living truth of peace as each one to dissolve and disintegrate. These old patterns, these implants, these unconscious collusions, these not yet known agreements with divisiveness and separation, we let it go now by way of being peace. We allow transmutation and transformation of any lower frequency energies, any parasitic expressions that wage war inside of our own bodies, our own fields of being, our own totality. We allow transmutation and transformation of these expressions now. Anything that is unserving to the field of peace. Any frequencies that are not yet willing to alchemize to this highest frequency of peace and truth must depart now. We cut any cords of connection with hierarchical structures seeking power over, and we lay down right here, right now, any internalized weapons of destruction, anything we are carrying, holding in our fields, anything inside of our own quantum field of being that seeks to annihilate. We let it go. And we allow peace to have its way. Attuning deeply, broadly, widely, expansively, expressively to this unique frequency of peace everlasting, peace ineffable, peace infinite, peace eternal, peace boundless, peace edgeless, peace expansive, peace transmitting, peace ever being, as each one. Right here, right now, we allow it to energize every cell, to bless every fluid, every aspect of living water of each one's being, crystallizing and forming cellularly, quantumly, essentially, as the living frequency of peace. Knowing the waters of our being are conducting, even now, conducting and transmitting what is true beyond appearance. And so we arrive here now into and as the field of blessings. To allow the alignment of all aspects of our being to coalesce and amplify the living peace, the living peace, the living peace, knowing it as an ongoing expression of who and what we really are, knowing it as an ongoing frequency and blessing unto this world, knowing it as an ongoing internalized home, a place in which to land. Knowing it as an ongoing beacon and beckoning for the continuation of our own inner work, knowing it as an ongoing clearing and alchemization of what is no longer serving, knowing it as an ongoing presence, being. And so here now we rest, we allow, we harmonize and transmute and transmit even more of this living essence. And we let it be with all of the support and the supply that is already here and already now from the wider field of elevated ones and the unseen, from the truth of each one as a living emanation of the all. So knowing that all needs are met, knowing the truth of resourcing, the truth of infinite supply, the truth of more support than we can even imagine. We let it be. And so in thanksgiving, in gratitude, in appreciation and deepened allowance, we know that it is done. That this frequency and this amplified prayer field is even now circulating and expanding in communion with universal law throughout places and spaces of the physical and non-physical worlds. The capacity is limitless. And it is circulating in amplified return, evermore, evermore, evermore. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you for being here today, for being the living peace, for being the living blessing. Until next time, peace.